afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Here I am again, commonly introducing myself, Lennox Joseph. And I'm here this afternoon because I'm trying to understand what position I find myself in. I had cause to be on the social media to bring to the nation attention the conduct of one Trevor Rambley, SRP 8512, I think is his number. Yeah. And his behavior in a matter concerning the regional corporation and my land. The regional corporation is a statutory body. My land have a court, you have a court issue running with it. It's before the court. The councillor Elton Coker have misguided the corporation into resurfacing and reconstructing a road in my land. Even if it's poorly done, the corporation have used taxpayers' money to reconstruct a road in my land. When that matter went for trial, and I must let the nation know this, that matter had 5 trials in it. Justice Mosai, Justice Kokara, Justice Mura, Justice Stevens, and lately that Justice Pemberton and all came up recently when they took me before the court for trespassing on my own land. But the fact remains, when the matter went to court, after all these trials that went before, they never won. I never make no issue about it. I never went and banned to tell nobody, well, I win, none win, because they haven't me before the court. But the fact remains that when Justice Frank Sipatad made his ruling and give them judgment over me on my land, they have a landlord. Her name is Anne Celestine Briggs. I have receipt, there's document relating to that land. And above all things, when I approached the credit union to buy that land, they had Raymond and Pierre did a valuation of that land to know the status of that land. And that valuation is still there. And the judge refused to look at it. And the judge can call me a liar. I buy the land knowing it have a root. I don't know which financial institution that just, you tell them look at our car or a piece of land to buy and that buy. They must do a search and all that record is before the court. And that is as much as I want to say that. But the fact remains concerning Trevor Rambley, that SRP. This morning at my business place, I had a visit of 2 personal alleged to be police officers. One wearing a hijab and one in civilian clothes. They came in, asked you, Lennox Joseph, I'd like to speak to you privately, and I take them to another location of my business. They said it from Sama police station. And what they told me is that Trevor Rambley have reported me to them, complaining that I'm molesting him. And I'm saying on this social platform, I don't have time for these things. I don't have time for these things to be molesting and fighting with anybody for what is mine. What I know, when they push me, try to push me over what is mine, I keep on pushing the stay on what is mine. And Trevor Rambley threatened to kill me. Trevor Rambley threatened to kill me. And as I say in my previous video, only a conversation I am repeating, it was brought to my attention. The councillor Elton Coker have said he's going to take our matter to a different level. And there's a lawyer involved, they call Robert Boodoo Singh, who everybody, all of them mix up, because I can't imagine if the statutory body, which is the regional corporation, if the councillor or any one of those workers, they have done anything, is the corporation and anybody that defend them to be their lawyer. He bring Mr. Boodoo Singh. Mr. Boodoo Singh is the people lawyer who have me before the court. Mr. Boodoo Singh say he's going to sift me. And he intended to get at a different level. Besides, he intended to Trevor Rambley, since they take me to court, I am telling everybody, on recently for trespassing on my land, and the judge was very, very displeased about this charge that came before, this matter that came before her. And she well pissed on Mr. Boodoo Singh and all of them. The Blaisdell woman, she pissed on her when she go to open her mouth to say something. All of them, she said the land belongs to the man. The land belongs to the man. And he have rights to do what he want with his property. How we can trust what anybody do? And she was she asked Mr. Boodoo Singh, Mr. Boodoo Singh, you of all person, you know land matter is a very volatile one, and you will help to add fluid to our already flaming fire. Mr. Boodoo Singh, are you right in your head? Before you direct the people and guide the people and do the right thing, the land belongs to the man. And since that insult that they faced before the court, Mr. Trevor Rambley is losing his senses, I'm saying to the nation. Trevor Rambley, since then, he have no respect for my mother. He have no respect for my wife and children. And when he see that wasn't going nowhere with me, he started threatening me. I'd rather come on social media to tell a lie. So, Trevor Rambley, I want to let you hear the name Trevor Rambley, because they're the officer than them. Stop calling the name. And I will charge for what does call it? What does call it when you misguiding information, you put for rumors, and I'll be charged for that. That I am blaspheming the man's name, and I doing that and this blaspheming, or what the hell they call it, and I'll be charged for that. I am not saying nothing that went down. And it's only because I have a fear now that he's going to bring his threat to reality, and my family is concerned about that. This is why my agent mother crying out when she ended Nancy's story. I want my land. That's all I'm saying. Daily after daily. I don't know how some people feel so happy to be running all over Trinidad to say the judge give them the land, the judge give them. My private land, what I work for as a SRP, and today he's the SRP. Today he's the SRP. And he have some police and who is the friend and them and tell us that because they are active police come out to make only mischief in public office. I wonder the affidavit that he signed on behalf of all the other people, if it's not he himself write those affidavits, that he can sign on behalf of it. Because if all going to go, the lawyer believes supposed to take everybody affidavit and sit there that they sign, go by the affidavits people and get it signed properly. He signed on behalf of everybody. And all that the judge look at. And today now, he is sending the police, they came by me today, and it's informing me to desist from interfering with them. I don't interfere with Trevor Rambley. I don't have time to see these people. I understand a language, money talks and bullshit work, and I've been hustling it a lot since I understand what it means. And who know me well will tell you that. Even though when I was an active police, I always used to be dirty because I always looking for a dollar. I don't have time to do that. All I'm saying, I wrote the Commissioner of Police, I wrote the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Griffith, I wrote the Minister of National Security, I wrote the Adjutant Consulate, and I have a letter for the Chairman of the Regional Corporation and the CEO. Because I cannot understand why it is that they started everybody is making a handful of people, they bind them from what they're doing. They asked me that I will hold my hand and I wouldn't litigate in this matter concerning my land. And anybody who have knowledge will know they started everybody not to come onto private land, especially if it have matter running with the court. The Angela Dookie who works at the corporation, some executive, they tell me the corporation, what Councillor Cook have done was wrong, and the corporation have trespassed on my land, and as he rightfully to the corporation with money. I don't want the money. Why want it my land? And if Tangana Dookie tell me the corporation have trespassed on me, the road I using to go home is my road. Everybody will address the councillor, the MP. Fix my road. I say fix my road. I don't have acreage of land, it's one plot of land. I asked Eastern County to buy from Republic Bank, from a project which they foreclosed on some developer. And it's because of the road, that very road, what I asked the council to fix, is that road attract me to buy that piece of land. And because he have his friends, Cook have his friends, to satisfy them, that they could build a house and they could do it. He fixed the road in my land. That land, as far as I can say, if I'm wrong, I'll tell me wrong. When we went to court, it was a pedestrian strip. I appealed the matter. Since then the corporation have went there and fixed it over. And I wonder if Mr. Rowley or somebody in the PNM, some executive, the chairman of the party, if none of these ministers, oh my God, only have a mercy upon this black man. None of you all people are not here that I'm crying out. One mother is too much, as you always say when you're talking, and I just listen to Mr. Rowley. A man I admire, and I wonder if he never hear my plight. All I ask him, my road, he's in charge of this country. These people have a road. There's local government, there's major government, how to call it, local and general government. Mr. Tajim Hussain, who is the charge of the local government. Why they don't go to him? Why the councillor didn't direct them where to go to get a road fixed? Why have they have to be doing me this? I want my land. And I tell the Prime Minister in writing on 3 different occasions and by the social media platform, his councillor, his understudy, have done me an injustice. The corporation guilty could be in respect of trespassing on my land too. Mr. Tanjana Duki in the office told me that. That's why I know the trespass. I did just go there concerning to make a complaint on the council, but he tell me if they do that, what you have done, you have trespass on your land. And today now they're telling me I asked the council to fix my road. I didn't ask them. But this is as much as I want to say, and I'm simply saying, I will trust that the Prime Minister, the Minister of National Security, or somebody, because all let's see each other and talk, so all that, will tell you, I want my land, I'm just a law-abiding citizen. Why it have to come to a violence, see that people threatening to kill me when the people have a road? And it's guilty and they could be the no, it have a road. They have the road, that's where they get when the rent land with tracking it, the landlord is Anne Celestine Briggs. And I'm saying this afternoon, my land. I want my land. And to God be the glory. And I must say, all blessing unto the great and mighty, one of the best judges in Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Frank Sipata. Thanks for the pain and suffering you have me. This is the black man suffering in Trinidad today. Yeah. And on a closing note, I trust that Raymond and Pierre, that document that you all give the credit union to encourage them to buy the land for me, that they didn't know how to be suffering and my money become a whip against me. I wish I could wake up and help me, brother. Who is Raymond and Pierre? I don't know you, but I wish you could really help me. Because the judge say I lie and the credit union act on your certificate.